Hello everyone, so this is a video where I am walking home from school because there is no practice today. And today in this video I'll be talking about on some tips you can do to strengthen your relationship with Jesus Christ. So the first one I would say is most of us, when we wake up, we start our day with watching our phone or checking our messages. And well, I like, for example, I usually, I don't want you all to take reading the Bible as like a chore. I don't want you guys to do that. I want you to think more of that, spending time with God. So one thing, like, you can volunteer. The first thing you do is read your Bible and spend your time with God. So you first start off the day with simply spending time with God instead of watching TikTok or responding to messages. It's so hot, I'm dying. It's literally, I cannot say, it's just so hot, literally. Another thing I would try to say is always wash your hands and pray before you eat. Because most of us don't know how dirty our hands are. And also, Jesus always washed his hands before he always ate. And I feel like it's just kind of respectful to do that. And it's also you thanking God every time you pray, every time you get food, because food, like, it's not always guaranteed, but he's providing food because he loves you. So you should be grateful for that. Another thing you could do is you can, and like, instead of like watching your phone, you could like read your Bible every time you watch your phone, because when we watch our phone or when we get an electronic, it's most likely that we're going to just doom scroll, or we're just not gonna do something that God was like, and we'll just be wasting our time by just watching videos. I would also like to state this that sure, like, sharing the gospel, because sure, you can just quickly send a video to someone, but there's always something better and something worse you could do. And I'm not saying there's nothing bad with just sharing a Christian video to your friends, but there's definitely a difference between making videos or posting it on your story than just sending a video to someone, or you having a conversation with a friend saying and mentioning God. Something else I feel like that will help you to surround yourself with people that are good with Jesus, because remember, Jesus is always there, but when we're with our friends and we're sinning, Jesus is still watching us. He's seeing how different we are when we're just by ourselves and when we're with others, and he sees who's affecting us. So another thing you could do is like mention it to others and like clarify your beliefs, because some people they might be like, oh, you're Christian, I never knew that, you don't act like one, and we don't want to give the impression of a Christian that's bad. So as our tips, we have reading your Bible before anything at the start of the day. For example, reading your Bible instead of first waking up and watching your phone. We have washing your hands before you eat, and praying about your food that you're going to eat. We have simply by just reading your Bible more, like spending a little more time with God. For example, each time you're gonna watch your phone, be like, and I'm gonna spend some time with God first. It doesn't have to be reading your Bible, but reading your Bible is important. So you could do it, or you could do some worship, you can do some other stuff that is still considered spending time with God. We also have sharing the gospel simply by mentioning it, like, hey, like, Jesus Christ died for you on the cross. We have sending videos to people like Jesus is the way. We have like going out in public, mentioning it, like, I believe in Jesus and I want you to know that too. Hold on, give me a sec. My hair swapped. So yeah, These are just some tips that we can use, or you can, I would say, you can do to strengthen your relationship with Jesus. Another good one would be going with walks with him. And even though Jesus does know everything, you can still tell him like, oh, my day was good, like I look at, like, just going on walks, resetting your mind, and actually talking to him like a person. Because I feel like most of us believe in him, we just pray to him like, dear Lord, I want this and this and this. But there's a difference between generally just asking and thanking someone, on between having a conversation with them. Like, Jesus, like, I really like playing kickball. It's really fun and this and that. You see, there's like different things. And so generally, you like having a conversation, even though it might not be like Jesus. It doesn't look like Jesus is there. Jesus is there. So generally, like having a conversation with him instead of just asking and thanking can also make a difference by going on walks or simply just talking to him. Remember, Jesus always is with you and he always loves you. These are my tips, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.